Hi, this is Troy Wolverton with another video edition of Tech Files. This week I'm talking about Fusion Garage's new tablet, the Grid 10. This is actually Fusion Garage's second attempt to compete with the iPad. The new tablet is thinner and lighter than the Juju, which came out about the same time as Apple's original iPad. It also is about $200 cheaper not only than most of the Android tablets that are out on the market, but the iPad itself. And unlike many of the tablets that are out there, the Grid 10 doesn't run a stock version of Android. Instead, it's got a highly customized user interface that helps it to stand out from the pack. This interface is built on two big principles. One is that the home screen is represented as a grid with applications that are arranged along this grid. The other is that the device has no physical buttons except for a power button, so most of the interactions you do with the device are done with gestures. The idea is that the grid represents something like your physical desktop with piles of like things. And unless you actually take the time to arrange those icons, they can all just be kind of lumped together in indistinct clusters, and it can be hard to find particular applications on the desktop. The problem with gestures here is that they are inconsistent and not universal. So, for example, you use the gestures that include a two-finger swipe to get to the home page, another two-finger swipe that takes you back, and a one-fingered swipe from the corner that brings up a menu application when you're within a browser. But the one-fingered swipe from a corner only works within a browser. It doesn't work within other applications. And the back swipe does different things depending on the different applications that you may be in. So in one context, the back swipe may take you back to the home page. In another context, it may take you back a menu screen. And in a third context, it may not do anything at all. The other problem with the device is that it just feels like a work in progress. During the 2 weeks or so that I had to test out the Grid 10, Fusion Garage pushed numerous updates to the device to fix various bugs and to address particular problems with it. One of those problems was that the device is supposed to support Adobe's Flash technology. In reality, it didn't really work very well. I would try to go to Amazon's video store, for instance, or Pandora's website, and it just wouldn't work. I kept getting prompted to download Flash, even though Flash was already supposed to be installed. I did end up reinstalling Flash, and it did get Amazon's video site to work, but I could never get Pandora's website to work. Another problem with the device has to do with applications. The device will run many applications at once, but it doesn't necessarily close those applications. It turns out to close an application, you don't just go back to the home screen, which is what you might think you would do. You actually have to pull up this Heartbeat program and manually close each one of these programs again. So it's kind of a two-step process to close programs, and again, an unnecessary step in my view. The other problem with applications is that the device doesn't get a link to Google's application marketplace. It does give you a link to Amazon's App Store, which does have a decent selection of Android apps, but it's missing a lot of notable ones. Most notably, those from Google, and also from Amazon competitors such as Netflix, Pandora, and Spotify. So the Grid 10 has a neat, unique interface that stands out from the crowd, but the device leaves a lot to be desired. I'm Troy Wolverton with Tech Files.